All right, we do it every Friday. It's the Glazing 5 out at Tim's Bakery in McCordsville, Indiana. So you keep going a little bit east past Lawrence, and you hit McCordsville. And this place is awesome. It is a absolute hole in the wall of hole in the walls, a donut hole in the wall. Got happy with me. Hey, say hi, buddy. Got happy with me. Still trying to figure out the camera situation. Might just have to hold it like this for a little bit. Don't have a camera person today, but seriously, you come up on it and you barely even know that it just has a Fresh Donut sign in the window, it has the open sign, and it's got the Tim's Bakery sign that's just out on the road. Barely any parking lot, so you're coming in, you're like, all right, this is probably gonna be really good because it is just hometown is all hometown can get. So Tim's Bakery in McCordsville for this week's Glazing 5. I got happy with me. Let me find, so the packaging comes, they just put them in bags. All right, so they don't have the white box, but they got the white bags, and they put them. I got half a dozen, but they separately they put them. You all right, bud? Okay. All right. Okay. Don't throw up on me, huh? Okay. They put them in the white bags, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I got 6 because that's easiest. You know the deal. Let's find this blueberry cake. What the hell is it? I think they gave me a dozen. I'm confused. There it is. All right. Blueberry cake. It doesn't look like your typical blueberry cake. It looks just like a regular cake donut, but he said it was a blueberry. I can see maybe a little bit on the icing, but here we go. Glazing 5, Tim's Bakery. Just in there. Not a lot of blueberry. It tastes more like a poppy seed feel. They went less on the blueberry and more on the cake. Still good. Nope, you don't need one of those. You don't need one of those. You don't need one of those. Thank you. You don't need one of those. The more it didn't explode with blueberry. You know, it doesn't scream blueberry right when you bite into it. But the more you eat it, the more you chew, you get more of the blueberry. It's good. Trusty chocolate milk. Happy's about to throw up. Bud. Now, I will give credit. I walk in, I say, first timer here. And the nice young dude behind the counter is like, oh, welcome. I was like, yeah, thanks. He's like, here, have a sample. So he gave me a sample of like a yeast donut hole, and it was really, really good. So kudos to him for giving the sample and welcoming me that way. I appreciated that. So customer service, great at Tim's. But then the plain yeast, he gave me a donut hole of it, and this thing, I mean, just the yeast donut of all yeast donuts. Nice and thick, right? You got the glazed right there. The yeast is giving me the classic Krispy Kreme, but this is the original. You know, this is like when you're shopping local, or when you go into a not like a B-Dubs, but then you go to like the little hole in the wing place, and their wings are fucking incredible. This is what this is kind of screaming to me. So it's like much better than your chain commercialized Krispy Kreme, but it's still that same kind of like, it's warm, it melts in your mouth, and it's super tasty. You could easily down a half a dozen of these and not even know it because they're so easy to eat. Sounds a good yeast donut. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Happy. You doing all right, Happy? You doing all right, Bubba boy? He's my good Happy boy. My co-star. Yeah, get some of that. Yeah. Oh, not the ear. Okay. Not the blueberry. had the yeast, and everybody tells me about this tiger tail here. And it is so warm and fresh that it's coming apart as I pull it out, so you know that that's good. Here's a tiger tail, famous at Tim's Bakery. One of those half kind of chocolate, half regular yeast joints. Feels soft, feels fresh. It's got the twist, and Happy got the chocolate milk lid off. There we go. You feel good about that, bud? Yeah, nice. I have to drink out of that now. Tiger tail, super good. Not as good as the plain yeast. That plain yeast was unreal. I didn't even order a dozen. The guy misheard me, so he gave me 6 yeast, and then I got like 3 or 4 other donuts. But I'm glad about it because the yeast was so good. Long's yeast have typically been my favorite, so I grew up on it. Had it last week, and I gave that a 5 out of 5, 5.5 out of 5 because it's near and dear to me, and it never fails. But these plain yeast from Tim's were better than the Longs. And that's just slight on Longs. I love them. But the batch that I got at Tim's were more fresh. They were hot. And again, they had that like melt in your mouth quality that you love. Very, very good. Blueberry cake, a little underwhelming for me. Wasn't necessarily, when I want blueberry cake, I want it to be so full of blueberry and so cakey that it's like crunchy almost. And the donut was good. The blueberry cake was good from here, don't get me wrong. But I'm talking last week at Long's. Like, you could see how blue it was inside. That's how I need my blueberry cake. So Tim's Bakery, McCordsville. I'm gonna go 4.3 out of 5. Yeast, one of the best I've ever had. Tiger tail, up to par. Blueberry cake, a little underwhelming, but still super, super good. Customer service was great. I got a sample. They welcomed me in perfectly. They had a fridge full of chocolate milk and orange juice, everything like that. And I got to get this one out of here because he's gonna start puking. That's this week's Glazing 5.